That's how they vote
They're
in
crooked,
California.
just like you're crooked. Your press is crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked.
To be fair, I'm not crooked, but let's
Really?
let's
Well,
continue.
you play right into their hands. Then.
Let's continue.
You're either crooked or you're stupid. Country.
But, sir,
your elections are crooked, and you're crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked, and so is ABC and CBS and CNN.
But, Mr. President,
you're one-sided crooked networks. All right, let's call it quits because I've had enough. Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Folks, you absolutely cannot make this up. What you are looking at is a literal, live-action meltdown from a former president of the United States because a journalist dared to do her actual job. Donald Trump just straight up walked out on NBC's Kristen Welker because she asked a basic, fundamental question. Where is the evidence? Make sure you watch till the end, because that's where the real meltdown occurs. Please like, subscribe, and tell me where you are watching from. I like to see how far these little community spreads. Let's look at the tape.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Let's talk
There's
about Todd
tremendous evidence. There's nothing
Well,
but
not been
evidence. The
presented
election
in a
was
court of
rigged.
law.
It was a dirty election.
Mr.
And it's
President,
happening again right now in
You've never
California.
presented evidence
It's happening
that the
right
2020
now in
election
California.
was rigged.
Right now, it's look at what's
Where's
happening
the
in
evidence
California.
to that?
It's
The
4
Republicans
days.
are doing well in California.
California, it's no, they're not. They're dropping fast because it's a rigged election. Let me tell you, it's 4 days, and they aren't even close to coming up with.
That's how they count
You know
the
why
votes
they're
in
doing that?
California.
Because they're cheating on the election.
What? Do you have evidence to support
all
that?
I have to do is look. All I have to do is look.
That's not evidence.
And I listen. And I listen to people. And let's see what happens.
But, sir, that's not evidence.
Do you think it's appropriate?
That's how they count the votes in
Do you
California.
think it's appropriate that they have an election and 5 days later they're nowhere close to picking a winner?
State and local officials acknowledge they are slow. They're urging.
No, they're crooked.
They're urging the votes to be counted quickly. That's how they vote in California.
They're crooked, just like you're crooked. Your press is crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked.
To be fair, I'm not crooked, but let's
Really?
Let's
Well,
continue.
you play right into their hands. Then.
Let's continue.
You're either crooked or you're stupid. You play
continue.
right into their hands with this rap. You know that these elections are rigged. Your network knows that they're rigged. You know that I won an election in a landslide, and I got 94% bad press.
But, Mr. President,
you know why I got that? Because you have no
evidence.
credibility.
But you've never presented evidence that it was rigged. Let's keep talking about. I want to talk about Todd.
You have more evidence. There's more evidence than ever presented.
Let's talk
your
about
elections
you
in
went
this
to
country.
court.
We're like a third world country.
But, sir,
your elections are crooked, and you're crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked,
Mr.
and so is ABC and CBS and CNN.
But, Mr. President,
you're one-sided crooked networks. All right, let's call it quits because I've had enough. Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Mr. President, let's.
Unbelievable. Look at that. He is completely unhinged. Let's break down exactly what happened here, because it is an absolute masterclass in cowardice. Kristen Welker is sitting there, totally composed, asking completely fair, standard questions about election integrity. And Trump? He starts spinning these wild, completely unverified claims about California, claiming everything is rigged and dirty. Oh, they're dropping fast. It's a rigged election. So Welker does what any competent journalist should do. She pushes back. She says, "Sir, what is the evidence?" And his response? "All I have to do is look." Are you kidding me? All I have to do is look. That is not legal evidence, Donald. That's what you say when you're trying to find your car keys in the morning. Not when you're alleging a massive conspiracy to steal an election. When she refuses to let him slide, he defaults to his favorite playground strategy, hurling insults, calling her crooked, calling Meet the Press crooked, and throwing a total temper tantrum.
Please, I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
I've sat in the rain with you.
I know.
I've sat in the
traveled all
rain
the
with
way
you
to
for an
Wisconsin.
hour, on and off in the rain, and I've given you enough time. You ought to straighten out your press because you know what?
Mr.
A
President,
country can never be great with a dishonest
Listen,
press.
we
Come on,
traveled
let's go.
all the way to Wisconsin for this interview.
This is what he calls strength. This is leadership? No, it's the behavior of a sore loser who realized he can't win an adult conversation. He spends years whining about media bias, but the reality is clear. The second the media acts as a check on power instead of a megaphone for his grievances, he literally runs away. It is utterly pathetic. This right here is exactly why tough, independent journalism matters. We need more reporters who refuse to back down, who refuse to let public figures slide by on lies and insults. Huge props to Kristen Welker for holding the line. But I want to hear from you. Is this the most unpresidential walkout you've ever seen? How do you think Welker handled the pressure? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and share this video to keep real accountability alive. See you in the next one.